In a few months, we've gone from where are all these buyers coming from to what the heck, where have all the buyers gone? On this week's episode of Winnipeg's Real Estate Podcast, let's look at the numbers in October 2022.
You're listening to the Bo Knows Real Estate Podcast. Tips and advice for home buyers, sellers, and owners with award-winning RE/MAX agent, Bo Kaufman.
Hello, I'm Bo Kaufman, the residential real estate agent with RE/MAX Performance Realty and your host of Winnipeg's Real Estate Podcast. What a difference a few months make. We've gone from an insane seller's market where most listings sold for multiple offers, many of which resulted in 50, 70, 100 grand above asking, to a strong buyer's market. Now, it's important to remember that when I say the market, it covers many different segments. Not all segments react or act the same way. So, for example, a $400,000 condo is very different from a $400,000 house. Transcona's housing market will be different than the River Heights market. A side-by-side in St. James will enjoy a different response than a detached home in Garden City, and so on. Now, my monthly market report attempts to separate some of these markets along different price points. 4 different price points for houses and 2 for condos. But no real estate market report would ever be able to replace individual analysis and advice a real estate agent can give you in a one-to-one setting. That's why, if and when you're ready to buy or sell a house or a condo in Winnipeg, call me for a free consultation anytime. With the availability of Zoom, we can even hold this consultation online from the comfort of your own home. But if there's one thing you should take away from this month's report, it's this. As you will see by the following numbers, availability of homes is up and sales are down, making this a perfect time to buy. Don't wait till spring, when prices traditionally jump as a result of increased competition among buyers. Now, as always, we look at the stats inside Winnipeg, plus Headingley and East St. Paul. So my numbers are not going to match those of Winnipeg Realtors' monthly reports because they include most of southeastern Manitoba. So let's take a look at the overall market. Currently, there are 1,336 houses of all types available in Winnipeg. Compare that to 1,280 on September 1st. But here's the really big difference. There was only 751 on October 1st last year. So 1,336 this year, 751, nearly half last year. As for sales, in September we sold 475 houses with another 95 showing pending. So meaning that potentially we sold 580 houses. That's down from 698 the previous month, and it's way down from 753 the same time period last year. So again, 580 this September, 753 last year September. As I said earlier, you're going to find available homes are up and sales are down. All right, so let's take a look at the first segment in the housing market, which is entry-level homes priced under $250,000. Currently, we have 339 houses available, which is up from 323 the previous month, and it's way up from the 224, which were available on October 1st last year. On the other side of the equation, we sold 102 homes in September with another 20 showing as pending, so potential sales of 122. That's about the same as the previous month of 118, but it's down significantly from the 170 we sold during September of 2021. Now, I find that comparing year-over-year stats have more significance than going month to month. The market changes monthly, but if you're taking the same point in time every year, I think it's more significant and more important to compare those. So a drop from 170 sales to 122 this year is noteworthy. So next, let's take a look at Winnipeg's most active price range. That's homes between $250,000 and $500,000. On October 1st, we had 591 houses available in this price range, which is up from the 546 on September 1st, and again way up from last year's 515. We see a similar and perhaps even more drastic difference in the sales. During September this year, we sold 274 houses plus 52 pending, so a potential of 326 sales. In August, that number was 422, and a year ago, it was 443. So that's about a 30% reduction in sales year over year for the month of September. So we have about 15% more listings, 30% lower sales, That makes for a great time to buy. So up next, let's take a look at some of the higher end homes and see how they're faring in this market.
We'll be right back after this short announcement.
This episode of Winnipeg's Real Estate Podcast is sponsored by Mike Schroeder of Mortgage Architects. If you are serious about buying a home, then contacting a mortgage specialist is an important step. Mike can explain your options and let you know exactly what you can afford. This will save you time by making sure you are shopping within your budget. Call Mike Schroeder today at 204-229-3214.
And we're back, and we're looking at houses priced between $500,000 and $1 million, which is actually Winnipeg's second busiest price range. We don't find a huge change in availability month over month. There are 358 homes available in this price range right now, which is nearly the same as the number available on September 1st. But it is nearly 20% more than it was last year, same time. On the sales side, we sold 101 houses in this price range plus 19 pending, making it a potential of 120 sales. That's down from August's 153, and it's also down from last year's 145 sold during the month of September last year. So we can see the picture repeats itself. Availability is up 20% and sales are down 20%. More choices, less competition, make this again a great time to buy. Now let's look at the $1 million plus market. In the luxury home market, we currently have 48 homes available priced at $1 million or more. This is actually lower than the previous month when we had 55 available. But again, comparing last year's same time is, in my opinion, more revealing. So on October last year, we had just 26 homes in this price range. This year, remember, 48. So sales in this price range are kind of a bit more stable. There isn't a lot of houses that sell at $1 million plus. We sold 7 in September against 10 in August, and it's comparable to the 6 we sold in September last year. So in nearly every price range, availability is up and sales are down. Don't wait till spring. Call me right now to help you secure a great deal on your first or next home. When we come back, we'll check out the condo market.
And I thought this was going to be a dull day.
You're listening to the Bo Knows Real Estate Podcast with Bo Kaufman of RE/MAX Performance Realty. If you're thinking of buying or selling a house or a condo in Winnipeg, remember, Bo knows real estate.
Okay, so let's look at the condo market in Winnipeg. On October 1st, we had 408 condos available in all price ranges, types, and styles, which is up from the previous month of 363. Interestingly, it's actually fewer available condos than we had on October 1st last year, when there were a total of 438, so there was 30 more last year. During the month of September, we sold 97 condos, with another 28 showing pending, for a potential sale of 125 units. That's down from the 156 in August, and it's way down from the 197 the previous year. So let's see how that breaks down along the different price ranges. First up, condos under $250,000. These are entry-level condos under $250,000, and we have 220 available, which is slightly more than the 211 on September 1st, but down from the same time last year when we had 240 units up for sale. On the sales side, we have sold 52 units with another 17 showing as pending, so that's a total of 69 units compared to 88 last month and 109 last year. So we can see that sales have dropped off quite a bit in this range. Next is condos over $250,000. This goes all the way up to the $1 million plus units. This is a much more luxurious condo price range. We have 188 units for sale on October 1st, which is up from the 152 on September 1st and down slightly from the 198 available last year. Sales have dropped off here as well, with 56 potential sales during the month of September. That is 45 sold and 11 pending. Those 56 are down from the 70 we sold the previous month and also down from the 88 we sold same time last year. So we see that overall the condo market is reacting similarly to the housing market. Sales are slower, availability is plentiful. Thinking of buying a condo as your first or next home? I've got clients who've sold their larger houses and have downsized to a condo. It's all about the lifestyle with a condo. Or perhaps an investment condo to rent out. Call me for a free condo consultation anytime. Well, I hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode as much as I've enjoyed creating it, because I really do love it. If you found the information helpful, why not download my free podcasting app? That way you never miss another episode. And I've made it super simple too. Just go to boknows.homes/apps. That's APPS. available for Apple and Android devices. And finally, please give this podcast a 5-star rating. Again, we've made it super simple. Just go to lovethepodcast.com/Bo Knows. Thank you so much for listening. Let's do this again next week.
You've been listening to Bo Kaufman of RE/MAX Performance Realty. Are you thinking of buying or selling a house or a condo in Winnipeg? Call Bo at 204-333-2202. Remember, Bo knows real estate.